Hey, lovelies, and welcome to my meditation drawing for today. We're working with the transits in this meditation drawing. And when I talk about the transits, I talk about the planetary shifts and movements that are happening around us that may be influencing us and impacting on our lives. And I use meditation drawing as a way of slowing down, of tuning in, of creating a more embodied relationship to ourselves and the world around us. So, meditation drawing will involve me doing a very simple meditation that allows us to connect to ourselves and our breath in the moment. And then I'll guide you through a very simple creative exercise, which is mark making on a page through a set of guided instructions. So all you'll need for the meditation drawing is some sort of pen, pencil, marker, crayon. I have just a simple marker here for today. You can use many colors, and a piece of paper. I have a notepad here. If you don't have any blank, like photocopier paper or notepads around, just grab an old magazine or an old newspaper. So meditation drawing is using the act of doodling to connect to self and connect to the world around us. It's not about drawing a picture of something in particular. So you don't need to know how to draw. All you need to want to do is to connect, to pay attention, and to enhance your sense of awareness in this given moment. So I'd like you as well to get really comfortable. I'd like you to find some cushions, some blankies, your favorite part of the house, a nice sofa, and even just pause this video or just listen to my introduction while you go and gather those things. So today we're working with the energy of gate 57 in the hexagram, the I Ching, or in the gate of human design. And 57 is called the gentle or subtle penetrating. And it's really about how we open ourselves up and how we stay open in the moment to what's here in front of us, what's around us, rather than drifting off to the past and planning for the future, which are fine. But actually, there are times when we really need to stay present and aware so that we can respond correctly to what's in front of us. So let's get going as we tune into this subtlety of this very moment. And it's quite a deep penetration, and it involves our active awareness. And it also involves a sense of surrendering, letting go of this expectation that we have that life is supposed to be this way. Letting that go and seeing what's in front of us. So have your art materials nearby, and I'll start with the meditation. So let's just settle into our seats. Let's just move the body, wriggle into the back of the chair, wriggle our sit bones into the chair, and if possible, plant our feet on the ground. So we're going to use the steady, constant support from the earth underneath us to really hold us steady in the here and now. Whenever you feel comfortable and have moved any muscles, anything that's getting your attention right now, let's just sink in and let's come back to our breath. Let's come back to the here and now. Let's come back to this moment through the breath. So just noticing the breathing in and the breathing out that's happening. It's happening now, and it's happening all the time. So just surrendering to that breath, and don't feel like you have to orchestrate it or bend it, contort it in a particular way. That's not what this is about. This is about surrender. So I want you to notice the subtleness of when the breath begins. It happens automatically. It's happening inside of you right now. When does the breath reach its top? It's expanded enough. It's entered enough. And at that moment, it turns and you relax. You let go. You exhale through the relaxation of the muscles. So noticing the breathing in and the breathing out. And even getting into the fineness of this moment. Perhaps at the end of an out breath, leave some space. And just wait for the in-breath to emerge. And at the top of the in-breath, wait for the body to relax. You may notice your breath changes, becomes shallower, becomes deeper. Just noticing. And as you allow this to happen, what is it about the breath that is drawing your attention today? Is it the rise and fall of the chest? The taste in your mouth? The sound of your breath passing traffic? The smells in the room? Or what you can see, perhaps in front of you with softened gaze, or perhaps even with your eyes shut? What's calling your attention now? And slowly and gently, in your own time, turning your attention towards your page and bringing your art material, I'm going to call it a marker for today, on or near the page. And for this exercise, we are going to slowly begin to make a mark on the page that represents our in-breath and our out-breath. One continuous line that flows just as the breath flows in and out. So in your own time, just moving the pencil. Or the pen. Follow the in-breath, the out-breath. Do you notice your in-breath is longer than your out-breath? Do you notice your out-breath is longer? Do you notice you suddenly begin a big inhale and outhale? Just denoting the turn of the breath with the change in direction of the mouth. Just coming back to the simple act of breathing in the here and now. Making marks on a page. Keep moving, keep flowing. What's happening in this moment? What are you noticing? I'm beginning to notice a little tension around my chest area as I breathe in and out. Beginning to notice the sensations in my feet as I ground into the earth. I'm beginning to notice my breath change as I focus my attention, when my attention is drawn to different areas of the body. So just moving with that internal flow, sensations, they rise and fall. They come and they go. They move, or they stay the same. And then begin to notice the outside world. What are you hearing? Perhaps something you haven't heard before. Perhaps the sound of your computer that you weren't aware of earlier, and now you really notice. Perhaps a smell that you hadn't noticed before. Even while you allow the automatic movement of the marker on the page, even look up for a moment. Look around you. What's calling your attention? You can still move a marker on the page and look around you at the same time. Perhaps you're noticing the dust on the table, a hat hanging on a hanger on the wall, the wind outside rustling the trees. Open yourself up to the fullness of this moment. Open yourself up to the aliveness. What are you noticing on the inside? What are you noticing on the outside? What are you noticing for your breath? How is it flowing in and out? So as we tune in to this energy, this 6 or 7 days, just doing anything that feels good to connect. Perhaps bringing a pen and paper around with you for the bus, or while you're waiting for something, just doodling in the moment. Perhaps walking, Really enjoying the here and now. In your own time, find a way of finishing this stuff. Finishing this line. And just take in a picture of your awareness as it's been for the last 15 minutes or so. Perhaps putting your marker down, perhaps coming into the body through stretching. Maybe gently moving your hands that have been in position for the last 15 minutes, perhaps giving yourself a little massage. Really just coming back to yourself again. And just notice how you're feeling now in comparison to when you started. Perhaps coming up with one word that describes what it was that we did today. How you felt. How was it to move? How was it to connect in the moment? Noticing. For those who are interested in connecting to the transits in a completely unique way, I run a weekly meditation drawing circle where we tune into the energy of the transits and spend a longer time connecting with those. I'll post information about that below. Or for those who want to explore their human design chart in a completely different way by drawing your chart or gates or centers and just really getting to know yourself in a completely different way. I run sessions and I'll post a link then below. So thank you for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you again soon.